Hello, YTTC SMP viewer. Welcome to this tutorial where I will be show you guys how to use the TARDIS hub. Because obviously, you're all coming to that's the reason why you're coming to this video. Now, this is the first time I'm doing a tutorial on this. It's not gonna be clean. It's just so that you guys can learn. So, I recommend while you use this plugin on during the SMP to use the resource pack and the sound pack to make it better. In fact, while I'm thinking about that, links will be down in the description for both. But I'm only going to use the sound resource pack for this. Now, this plugin could be a little confusing if you've never used it before. And this will be a scuffed tutorial, so expect that. Yeah. Basically, what this plugin is, help brings to it is basically Doctor Who based stuff, like the TARDIS and whatnot. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna assume that you have not actually made a TARDIS yet. That is where this recipe comes in. Now then, here are the things to know on this recipe. You have to have the redstone torch and the lapis. Those are the non-changeable. The orange roll is your walls of your TARDIS. And the gray is the floor. The light gray is the floor. These can be interchangeable to basically any block in the game. I believe. I don't know. This block, however, it can be changed, but only to a set few things. This determines what your desktop theme will be. Now then, you have a whole bunch of blocks for your desktop theme. Basically 14. There's a 15th one, but we do not have it enabled. Starting with the iron, which will be the budget TARDIS. You got your steampunk TARDIS. You got your Tom Baker TARDIS, which I believe he was a doctor. I don't know which one because he's part of Classic Who. I only know Revised a good bit of it. You have your ARS TARDIS, your wood plank TARDIS, your redstone TARDIS, the bigger TARDIS, which is the gold block, which is the one that we will be going over into in this tutorial. You have your deluxe. You have your 11th Doctors. You got your 12th Doctors TARDIS. You got the Sandstone Pyramid. My favorite and the one that will be part of the series, the Master's TARDIS. You got your Coral TARDIS and your Ender TARDIS. 14 different blocks. Now, when you put this all together, you will get what is known as the seed block. This is important, because this is what your TARDIS is going to be coming from. Now, the reason why I have this gold nugget in my inventory is for one reason. Okay, so you now place your TARDIS seed block. But it's just a gold block or whatever block. Basically, it'll look like whatever you put right here. Right here is what it'll look like. For you to make it into an actual TARDIS, you need a gold nugget. You gotta shift right click. Okay. Your TARDIS has now appeared. You have to wait the full length for that to go through. Now, there's a couple things that you will need. Now, I did not do everything this, but you. Okay, so you will not get all the circuits. There is a whole bunch of circuits that require you to do things. Now, if you won't look at any of the recipes, you just do the command T recipe. It'll bring up the list of recipes that there is. You got your TARDIS items, your item circuits, your Sonic circuits, your advanced console circuits, your storage circuits, your food and accessories. So, I'm going to just be going over what's in the TARDIS. So, I'm going to need both of these. So, basically, to make your TARDIS key, you need a comparator and a redstone ingot. Your materialization circuit is going to be a little bit trickier due to the fact that you need the eyes of Endo. So, now that we are done with the seed block, we'll just toss that in there. Right click on your okay, so while you're on the outside of your TARDIS, there's a few things that you need to know. Now I'm going to go, hold on. Like I said, this is going to be scuffed. I'll go in game mode. It's about this. When you punch your TARDIS, okay, well, there's this thing that comes up that is called hacks. It's basically, the more times your TARDIS gets hit by a player, well, no, if it gets hit by a player 10 times, it will move. It'll give you, like, chords. I don't know. So, now then, if you shift left click, wait, if you left click, you can deadlock and undeadlock the door. Basically meaning that you can't unlock it, or nobody can open up the TARDIS. Now, there's two ways you can go in. Simply right-clicking the iron door and walking straight in, or shift and right-click. Wait, what? Okay. So we're gonna go back and create. So now then, you have your TARDIS. This is your TARDIS console. There are a lot of things to know. One, that charge creeper will be there. Now, if you come over here, and I gotta spawn this in because I completely forgot. You have your what is known as your Artron condenser. Basically puts almost anything into Artron energy, which you need for your TARDIS to work. Artron energy capacitor activated, levels at 50%. You click on this wooden button to turn on and off your TARDIS. Pretty simple. This shows you. Oh wait, does this get? Oh, I guess it gets a random one. Okay, well, like I'm so like I'm gonna relearn this, plug it myself. I know a lot of the basic stuff, but there's still stuff that I have to relearn. Okay, so we're gonna say that your energy levels are ideal. They're not. Basically, the Antron condenser basically condenses things into energy for you to use. This is so that you can go into the time vortex, go around the map and whatnot. So now then, let's go ahead and travel, shall we? Oh. Ooh. There's nothing in the console. What the heck? We're okay. I'm not. What? Okay. Well, I'm gonna just say this. Apparently, it's working right now, but you need your materialization circuit. Basically, you come over here to this. Now, without it, you need either a TARDIS key, sonic screwdriver, or a circuit, or a disc. You just shove that in there. Now, this will not be unlimited use. I think it's unlimited because I made it in creative. But yeah. So right now we're drifting through space. You can't do anything. And yeah. So this is what will be your handbrake. You right click to go to start it up and go to a destination. When you get to the destination, which will be at the end of the sound, you can left click it. Now easy mode, it shouldn't be there. By the time the SP is up and going, that should not be a thing. I hope not, because I definitely don't want all of you to deal with something like oh, you have to go in advanced mode or something like that. Okay, can I? Okay, so each of these is your like heading, so I think that changes the road. Okay, so this is your Y. The the more ticks that you put it at, the higher the Y. Or wait, what? I don't know. But these at least three of these refer to your X and Y coordinate. One of them I believe pertains to the world that you go to. I don't know. Okay, so on to the next thing, which is known as your control menu. You have so many controls, like your on-trend energy levels. Okay, your siege mode. This will be disabled. Don't bother clicking on it. It will be disabled because basically, if you're low on energy and you put it into siege mode, I believe you cannot get out of siege mode, causing trouble for you. Let's see what power you can hit by clicking on this button with your TARDIS key and turning back on. If you right click it, it basically shows your energy levels, your maximum energy level, your Time Lord energy, and everything else. Let's see. What is there? TARDIS areas. Okay, you need memory circuit. Destination term. Now this, it tastes like, oh, I want to go to the end. I might have this disabled, might not. I don't know yet, because I'm doing all this before the release. So let's say we want to go to the nether. I want to do that. Check destination. Not safe. If it is not safe, it will not let you go there. So you literally, when in this one, you got to fiddle around. So basically, I could legit put all the way to the end. Okay, not safe. So not safe. Basically, it fiddles with it. This is your multiplier. So right now it's at 2. I think the max is 7. So, yeah. Now then, let's see. Okay, this is to help you configure your rooms. There's a whole bunch of rooms. They all cost energy. Um, we're not gonna deal with that right now. You can basically figure out what it is. Your desktop thing. This is very important. So let's say you make the there's some more. Okay. Let's say you decide that you made the steampunk TARDIS. Let's just say you made that. You did not like the steampunk TARDIS, and you want to change it to, let's say, the War Doctors. TARDIS wall menu. Basically, this shows you all of the materials you can use. We're gonna just say we're gonna go with like gray. Oh wait, hold up. Let me redo that. Okay, so War Doctor. This is for the wall. So we want orange, and then gray. Okay, you will be relocated because it's basically rebuilding the TARDIS. TARDIS. Beacon will go off. It's still building it. Like there. Now each TARDIS has its own unique theme. As you can see right now, the TARDIS is actually getting built right in front of us. Some TARDISes are smaller than others, and some are bigger than others. I don't believe that's the biggest. The bigger, I don't think it's the biggest one. And there we go. Now, let's say you want to go to the 11th Doctors. It's basically the exact same. Now, I'm going to do the 11th Doctors due to the fact that it's like when it comes to the look of it, it is actually a lot bigger and things are placed over differently. So yeah, once you figure out this plugin, it's very simple, very easy to do. Oh, here it comes. But yeah, now I'll show you guys where all the rooms go to, basically. Now there are a few items that you want to keep in mind, because these can come in very good handy in case you forget where your TARDIS is. There was known as a back door. Very helpful. Basically, you put one iron door somewhere in your TARDIS console room would be your best bet. You then put your another iron door um outside your outside of the TARDIS. So let's say at a very secure location of your base. The reason I say this is because you could be like a million blocks away from your TARDIS and you happen to die. If you happen to die while in your well while that far away with your TARDIS, you can just right click on the back door and you'll be at your TARDIS. The next useful thing is what is known as a statum remote. Very helpful. Basically, kind of the same concept, but if let's say you RTP or randomly on the server, you're like, I don't like where I TP to. And let's say you don't want to slash home. Basically, using the stadium remote, you can literally bring your TARDIS to you. Now I'm gonna say this plugin is not uh it can be resource expensive. It really depends on how you go about it. So as you can see, it's still building. It's going to it's taking a little bit. But basically, your this is where your Ontron capacitor will be, right here, if you go with the 11s. And basically everything's gonna be in that on that middle platform right there. Now, all your rooms are gonna be behind these types of doors. Now, some of them might break to where you don't get the door to open. Basically, just break it. It doesn't. It won't hurt the plugin. It won't hurt your TARDIS. Nothing. Desktop theme change. Basically, very simple. I might as well go ahead and mention this now. But you actually can change the outside look of your TARDIS. What is it? This. Can I? No, I can't. Basically, the chameleon circuit. There are things that are preset to it and whatnot. Don't bother trying to farm the outside of the blocks. That is not a thing. So, even though this was kind of scuffed, I hope it did help you. Um, if it didn't help you with what you want to know, there will be a link to the website of the plugin itself. So definitely check that out if I did not go over something in this that you need to know. Ha- have a good rest of your have a good time with the SMB.